Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special interview. I am David from DDM Studios, and I'm here with Movie Blaze One, Tyran, and we are going to interview this gentleman right here, Devon Morgan. He is a guest on multiple episodes of Movies and Beyond, which is Ty's podcast, and he I just, it'd be cool to interview him. He's a cool, interesting guy, you know, and he does things with Ty, and there's just all kinds of interesting things we can talk about. So, yeah, here's our guest. How are you doing, Devon?
I'm doing good.
Doing good, great. Yeah, and how about you, Ty? How are you? How are you doing?
And then fabulous.
That's great. That's fantastic. All right. Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. I think. First, let's just start to get to know you, Devon.
Okay.
Let's see. So I guess we'll just talk about your hobbies and stuff you like. So I guess we can start with hobbies. Do you have any specific hobbies or multiples? Like what are your hobbies?
Pretty much just watching movies and TV shows,
Nice.
and and plus like I like writing scripts with my best friend Matthew Selden. He
Okay.
also attends performing arts, and
Okay.
he comes Wednesdays and Fridays.
Cool.
And I'm just now learning how to start to play the piano. I just did a piano piece
Mm.
that Tyran recorded for me today from the Sound of Music.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I just did that, and it's it was it was really it was challenging. I liked it,
Nice.
and I want to learn how to play more themes, like
Hmm.
maybe like more music themes or something. So
Yeah. What kind of music do you like? Like what kind of stuff you like listening to?
I grew up listening to female music when I was like 8 or 10. I think I
Hmm.
was 10. Um, my first female music my first female artist was Destiny's Child,
Oh yeah.
and then after that, that's when I switched over to the Disney side,
Oh yeah.
because they have female artists there too, like Ashley Tisdale and Vanessa Hudgens and Jordan Sparks, and pretty much the list goes on.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite singer now would have to be the one and only Ariana Grande.
I mean, obviously. Of course. Wonderful singer. Um, so what kind of is that the music that inspired you to like play the piano and stuff like that? Like or is there like other kinds like what kind of what inspired you for like doing music yourself?
Um, Nothing apparently. I just I just started singing since I was 12.
Okay. Well, that's good enough then. I mean, that's awesome, dude. Um,
I did sing at my high school graduation, and I was a little nervous at the time, but
mm,
I managed to get through because there's another person at Performing Arts who has the exact same name as you,
oh,
like David Zimmerman. And
that's a cooler last name than
yeah,
mine, but yeah.
and he's the one who told me there's no such thing as trying. Like either you got it or you don't. And Tyran knows that I really got it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
He really does.
Nice. Um, do you have any favorite songs?
out of Ariana Grande.
Just I guess of anything really. I know the list could be comprehensive,
Well,
but
like I said, the list goes on,
right.
but I pretty much like everything. I don't have a favorite song.
Yeah.
that I like. Well, actually, I take that back. I think my favorite song that I grew up listening to was from Beyonce, and it was from the movie Dreamgirls. It's called Listen.
Okay.
And to me, that's about like listening to whoever. Like what she's saying is like listen to the stuff that I'm saying. In other words, like listen to the song that's in her heart, and she'll move on if you don't. Because usually what I do is I hear music, I hear some songs that I like, and I just kind of break it down. So
Right.
when I hear a song, I ask myself, what does the song mean? And sometimes I'm kind of in that position as well because I can relate to what they're actually going through.
Nice. That's great, dude. Um, so we did talk about music a little bit. I do want to bring it back to films. Like you like watching movies and TV. Do you have any? Do you have a favorite genre of films or and television? Like, do you have a favorite? What's your favorite type of movies you like to watch?
Pretty much anything.
Mm. Yeah, but what's your favorite though? Like what is something you can sit like you watch all that's like what's a certain genre that you watch the most of, would you say?
um, I would have to go with maybe PG-13 movies. Um,
Okay. Like more action or adventure? Like what would you say?
it's pretty much balanced. Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty much balanced. Like I
Okay.
don't, yeah, it's pretty much balanced. Like I do like some PG-13 movies here and there, but
Mm.
especially but rated R movies like horror films, I only watch those with my twin brother Devin.
Oh, cool. You have a twin brother? I didn't know
Yes.
that. That's
Yes.
great.
Yes. And speaking of that, we actually grew up together. We we went to the same schools together,
Mm.
and he's always been my ride or die. Like
Mm.
he's pretty much protect me from everything, like from stuff that goes bad. Like I was about to get jumped in middle school, and
Oh
then
gosh.
he was there, so he instantly picked a fight with the person who attacked me.
Wow.
And then he said, Davaughn, I think you should go home. You're not gonna like what you're about to see. So I was like, all right. So I just went on home, and then told him about it the next day, and then he said he's doing fine and had the dude apologize to me.
Mm.
But I didn't say anything to him. I just left. And in other words, I just ended the friendship with the dude. So with the dude who attacked me. I don't know. I forgot his name. I think
Gotcha.
his name was Mauricio. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, that's a good brother. Those are
Yeah.
that's
He,
cool.
yeah. He's a
Good.
good brother. I love
Yeah.
him.
That's great. Um well, I did ask you your favorite types of movies. Do you have a top 5 movies of all time? Or like maybe because having one favorite movie is like
I
too
do have
hard.
a top five,
You
actually.
have a top 5?
Yes.
Let's hear it, bro.
I think my top five movies is, well, starting at number five, I got to go with The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, dude,
Because,
that's a classic.
yeah,
That's great.
that movie is well known. And then they did a sequel called We Can Be Heroes, which will be at number four.
Mm.
Number three would go to the very first Avengers movie.
Oh, yes. Me too.
Yeah, that I watched when I was at Matthew Selden's house because we watch movies there as well.
Hmm.
So pretty interesting. Number 2, I would go with Avengers Endgame
Oh, nice.
because that was a continuation from my number 1 pick, which is Avengers Infinity War.
Dude, that's good. That's a great choice. I prefer Infinity War over Endgame myself too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
What do you think about Age of Ultron?
It was all right. I
Mm.
just didn't like how Quicksilver died.
Oh yeah.
Like that was just like randomly caught me off guard when I saw that.
Right.
Because me and Matthew Selden did watch that, but we watched it on Zoom apparently.
Okay.
And then that was when Scarlet Witch unleashed her true potential. Because like when she sees some of her relatives, like for example, Quicksilver died and Vision being killed and Billy and Tommy being taken away, that's when she'll unleash her true power. So people saying she's gotten to full House of M Scarlet Witch, and I can totally see that. You saw a teaser of that in Endgame, where she kind of ripped Thanos apart, and so that was one of the best highlights that I liked. And other than that, it was really fun. And then I like her series WandaVision, which kind of was set. Yeah, I love WandaVision because first off, it introduced Tiana Paris. She was Geraldine at one point, and then episode 4. Well, she was Geraldine in the TV show, but in real life, she was Monica Rambeau.
Right.
So, and then in episode 7, she got her little powers by walking through the hex, and we saw a little bit of what she can do. And then in the Marvels, that's when she really shined. Her and Miss Marvel, they did. I already know about Captain Marvel, so
Right.
but that movie was really good. If I had to rate the Marvels, I'd probably give it a 7.
Oh.
I mean, it was really fun. There was some funny one-liners here and there, but overall, it was good. It was a good movie.
That's good. Ooh, okay. What about a top 5 shows? Do you have those?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Number 5, I would go to. Let's say number 5. I'll say the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
I would say that. Number 5. Number 4 would be. Number 4 would be. Well, some of these will be from Nickelodeon or Disney. Number 4 will be. Number 4 will be Liv and Maddie, I guess, for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that show.
Yeah. Your number 4 would be Liv and Maddie. Number 3 would be SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, SpongeBob. It'll be that. I'm surprised they're still continuing that.
Oh well.
Yeah, they're still continuing that.
Yeah.
And the Plankton movies on Netflix now.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if I'm gonna watch that during the. I mean, I will watch it, but not as of yet. Number 2 would have to be. Number 2. Man, this is tough. Number 2. Number 2 would have to be. Phineas and Ferb, because. I kind of like the catchphrases that Phineas does. I know what we're gonna do today. I like that catchphrase. Yeah, and of course, my number 1 favorite would have to be the Fairly Odd Parents, even though they're not showing that anymore. But it is on Netflix.
Oh yeah, Fairly Odd
True.
Parents. Good.
That show's been dead to me since they added the dog Sparky or something like that.
Ooh,
And then I just dropped after that. I heard they had a Mary Sue character. I was like, it's a good thing I'm not seeing this.
I haven't really seen the show, so I couldn't say, but I know it's good. I've heard it's good, so I'll have to try it out.
Yeah.
That's a good list. Let's see. Oh, do you have any interest in video games at all?
Apparently, yes.
Okay. Do you have a favorite of all time, or what are? Give us a list of like what you like. Like, what are your favorite games?
Oh man, there's so many.
In no particular order. It doesn't have to be a top 10 or top 5 or nothing. You can just tell us your favorite games.
Okay, well, so far, like I said, I did get Marvel vs. Capcom arcade fighting collections, but I also do like Sonic the Hedgehog. I also like Tetris. Tetris is like a really fun game to just ease out, and it's really fun. I also like Street Fighter, Soul Calibur. I think I got Soul Calibur 6. Crash Bandicoot is a fun one. Spyro the Dragon is also fun. I got SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, because that's a remake of that. And Dead or Alive 5 Last Round. And I think that's pretty much it. And it's, yeah. So there you go.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. What would you recommend? Because I'm not a gamer myself, but what would you say out of those games? Or maybe there's another one. Like, what's a good one to start with?
Well, if I were to recommend something for you, I'd probably recommend Sonic.
Yeah.
At least the very first one. Or maybe Sonic Generations.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of that, I still have Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Gotcha.
I'm just not gonna put that on there.
Oh. All right.
So sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't realize I downloaded it. So, but yeah.
Let's see. So you have been mentioned, or we've talked about this performing arts thing that you do, and also Tyran also does. So I guess I'll let y'all two talk about it because I don't. Well, obviously I don't know anything about it, but I'd love to hear
The name group.
What'd you say?
I said you're part of the Square group.
Yeah.
You're not welcome. I'm kidding.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess we can just talk about how you got into it, and well, how about both? We'll tell you. I'll ask both of you how you got into the performing arts and just how long you've been there and what you like about it. Because there's a lot of things that I've heard that y'all talked about, and it sounded really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Tyran, you want to go first?
Yeah, mine is very short. So, I think I told you before, but I'll tell it again to all of you guys out there watching and listening. I've always loved movies. I have a channel, Movie Blaze One, where I talk about movies, and I wanted to be an actor. At first I wanted to be a director, but something after a while just switched, and I don't know why that was, but something just switched after watching actors perform on screen, and I'm like, I want to do something like that. So I wanted to go into acting class. It was in the year 2019, 2020, but 2020 was impossible because that's when the entire world shut down because of COVID. So
Don't
that
say
was
that word. Why would you say that? I'm joking.
yeah. Oops. Anyway, so my cousin knew that I loved acting, that I loved movies, so she hooked me up with this program called Performing Arts. We had a meeting, well, an interview. I guess it was an interview slash tour of it, from the director himself, John Pazes, who's the director and founder of Performing Arts Studio West.
Ooh.
And I told the studio I went to music, acting. I didn't go dance, but I did see the dance studio. And when I went into the room where Sadell has like all the technical stuff, I turned to my cousin and I'm like, I'm home. I'm gonna fit right in here. And I love it. The first couple of weeks, I it was a bit shy for me because I'm like, okay, I'm here for acting, but I don't know if I'm gonna make any friends here. But everyone was so welcome. Everyone was very welcome. And now I'm just like, I love this place so much. This place has given me so much. Amazing friends like Davaughn, Francisco, Vonan, Nini, T-Bone, Rocky, and so many others, man. And another skill too when it comes to acting. Because like Diana, Robert Ho or Alex Hoagie or Alexander Tovar, they really helped me um, perfect my acting craft. And man, it's so good. And Joe too. Joe with music. Now I'm not a musical type of guy. Well, I am, but I'm not. That music is not my thing. But with Joe, it teaches me discipline, which is what we talked about today, ironically enough, and with dance class as well. So altogether, it's a very it's a very good program for with people with disabilities. And I like I said, I made friends with so many people that I didn't even think that I would be friends with. So there's that.
That's awesome.
And right now, sorry to interrupt, but right
You're
now,
good.
me and my friend T Bone, we're currently getting together because we're gonna be working on a short film. It's called "Don't Mess with Disabled People" or something like that. Oh wait, no, "Don't Bully Disabled People," and that's a short film that I thought of because years ago I made like a short film about bullying that's up on my channel. David has watched it. I'm sure Davaughn has watched it, and I've shown a couple people at the studio about it as well. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I want to make a sequel about it. And once I talked to T Bone, and when they said like, hey, we need to talk about people who are getting bullied with disabled people, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let's do that. So we're currently working on that. There's been a couple of projects I've been a part of, like Inglewood Skies, for instance. That was the first. I would say that was the first film that I was a part of. Well, I say a part of, but really, it was put on pause for a bit because John Pages. Shout out to you, John. Shout out to you, John Pages. Great guy. But yes, he wanted to put on pause because he wanted us to focus on the holiday show. And I was like, holiday show? That's pretty interesting. I want to be a part of it. And lucky enough, I was. And was, and that movie was the That's Great Holiday Show. And from now, I really enjoyed, you know, the time, the time that we were filming. Everyone has quotable lines going from Devon to Vonan, from Ayode, one of my great friends, and so many other people.
That's good. That's really good. Um, so when did you? I'm sorry, I don't know if you said this already, but when did you?
Yeah.
How long have you attended so far?
I attended there 9 months, 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So in June it will be my 1 year, which is
Wow.
insane.
That is insane. That's great, man.
Yes.
Um, what about you, Devon? How long? Well, we'll hear you talk about your experience as well. But how long have you been for?
I started. Well, first of all, I started when I was like. I started in 2016. I
Oh
think.
wow.
Yeah, I think I was in my mid 20s then.
Okay.
At first, when I got there, I was a little nervous. I guess because I was like unsure what they would think of me. Like, am I really qualified? I guess I wasn't really qualified, I think. But as soon as they heard what I can do, they was like, you know what? We're gonna take you in, Devon. Welcome aboard. So, and then Tuesday, March 22nd, they were pairing up with buddies. And to be honest, I actually didn't even have a buddy. Yes, because like Monday, March 21st was my first day.
Wow.
Oh wait, dang! You didn't have a buddy? I thought you did.
No,
Oh
March.
wow.
I just got introduced here.
Wow! It's similar to me. I didn't have a buddy at all. So
Yeah,
when I see people like what's his name? Hansel or Ian, I'm like, I'm pretty jealous. I didn't have a buddy when I first started. What the hell? But
yeah,
it's alright.
yeah. So anyway, it was Tuesday, March 22nd at 2016. It was the same year at Performing Arts, the same year. Um, John Pazes, he came up to me because I was like, is there somebody I could buddy up with? Because I need somebody to show me what you guys do. They do singing, dancing, and acting, but I want someone who's going to make me feel comfortable enough to be there. And then this is where Matthew Selden came into play. So John Pages was like, "Hey, Devaughn, I'm going to have you pair up with Matt Selden. Maybe you guys will get along very well. You guys could talk about what you guys interested in." And we kind of, we did just that. We shared our favorite interest. I told him I was into anime and he's into anime. And I told him at one point we should watch Marvel movies, and we're pretty much doing that. And then starring in his Eevee cartoons. And speaking of that, the first cartoon I've actually starred in, well, actually, I was a narrator that he did. It was called Lily and Lois Adventures in Foxtown. I was the narrator for most of that.
Wow, dude.
So that was when me and Matthew Selden's friendship sparked. Like it was like it was just really me getting to know him and him getting to know me and me getting to know everybody at Performing Arts. And then well, my first show that I've done was the Cave City Cup Company, which there was everybody was surprised because not only did I memorize my lines, I also memorized everybody else's. So then that's when they was like, "Hey, with Devaughn, we are really lucky to have you here." And John Paces gave me a shout out because he told me that there's this one dude who memorized not only his lines but everybody else's. So in other words, I just hear things that I can easily pick up on. So, and then
And you're really just to add to that, you're really good at it too. Because my introduction to you was when we were filming Inglewood Skies. Oh, we're hosting Inglewood Skies. I saw that you had the script, and I was like, I remember asking Alexander Tovar, like, oh, why does Devon have the script just for him or just? But it's like no, he has a photographic memory, so he can remember everyone's lines very easily. And even then, he told me that I'm like, dang, this guy is very talented. And not only that, but you also sing and everything. You have a beautiful singing voice.
Yeah.
By the way.
I try not to make people cry though.
Oh no, I think you make a Yoda and a niece cry.
Yeah. And speaking of that, there was this one dance teacher who's no longer with us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, well, she's still
Well,
with us.
she's alive.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, she's
Don't do that to me. No, I'm joking.
she's not PASW dead, but her name is Lindsay Johnson. And the first time, well, every time exactly, I hear her sing, I get teared up because she has the most beautiful voice I could listen to all night. She was just really amazing. When I saw her, I instantly fell in love with her because, I mean, even though she's a dance teacher, that's the reason why, because she was just had a sweet personality and just made me feel comfortable and just like, it was just like that. Like it was just like that. Same thing with Jocelyn. Jocelyn was another dance teacher that we had. And she was pretty much the same thing with, and then we had Tom for like about a year or something. If you can say.
Yeah, this guy wasn't emotional when Tom went. He was like, "Oh, whatever."
I mean, hey, it's cool people.
Like, he was just there. Like, yeah. I mean, I don't really know too much about him, but
I mean, I didn't either. But damn.
Yeah, he was pretty much only there for a year, which was a bummer.
Yeah.
So that's that. And now we got this new dance teacher who's a friend of Alex Hoagie, named Hannah. I don't know her last name, but
Hannah. Yeah, I don't really know her last name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dang. But she's also a good dance teacher.
Yeah, she is. And the reason, how do I know, is because she was teaching us the hold down, throw down from Hannah Montana, the movie.
Yep.
That I picked up easily.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the movie, so I know how to, do the dance. And by the way, Hannah Montana, the movie, has a good soundtrack.
Yeah. Yes.
It really does.
I would say a couple of people actually picked up on the hold down, throw down. It was you, Nini, Ebony, Anise, definitely.
Yeah.
Francisco, and then a couple of other people.
Yeah. So in other words, back to me. Because
damn. You're like, okay, whatever. Back to me.
I know. I'm just about my journeys at performing arts was the most incredible time I've had. I've met a lot of friends, including Tyran, who is just the most amazing friend I could ask for, along with Matthew Selden. When I've heard about his channel, Movies and Beyond, I was
actually, to correct you, it's Movie Blaze 1.
Oh,
the podcast is Movies and Beyond.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's the same thing. No, I'm joking.
Shut up, David.
Okay. Anyway, when I heard that he does podcasts now, I was like, I might want to be on one. So next thing I knew, I just got on for the first episode, which had him and Lily and David and Brandon on it. I think I forgot what it was called. Oh,
it was the Watson. The Watson's always watching.
It's Yeah, it's a mad. Is that what it's called? It's a mad
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, oh yeah, it's a madhouse.
Yeah,
You remember the episode title more than me? Oh my gosh, I'm ashamed.
yeah, yeah. Because that was the episode that had me, you, and David and Brandon on
Yeah,
it.
and
And
Lenny.
yeah, yeah, and Lily.
Yeah.
Um, and then after that, I was like, and after that, I wanted to recently be in more. So, and now here we are. Um, it was really fun. I actually have lots of fun with Tyran. I really,
Oh, thanks.
I really adore you, Tyran. You know
Oh,
that.
thank you. Same here, dude.
Oh,
Same here. Whenever I get a chance to talk to you at the studio, because granted, a lot of people want to talk to me at the studio. T-Bone's always like, "Hey, you're always over here talking to everyone else. You don't want to talk to me." I'm like, "Oh, I am so sorry."
Yeah.
But yeah, Davaughn is just an amazing friend. One of my best friends, actually.
hmm And David, one thing he knows about me is
Yeah.
that I don't like negative people.
No, he really doesn't.
well then I'll leave. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh no, no. Oh
uh,
no, no, David, you're
No,
not
no,
negative at all.
no, that's understandable. Negative people suck.
Yes, they do.
I mean, if you have a reason, that's one thing. But I don't.
Oh,
I don't know
trust
of
me.
anyone that just hates things for no reason, though. So I
yeah, I
couldn't.
just don't understand
Yeah,
why.
I
Like,
just don't get it.
I just don't understand why that happens. Like, especially like if you're innocent. For example, like I'm innocent. I've always been. And then some random person out of nowhere just comes and picks on me for no reason. Like they did this in middle school and high school, and I never understood why they did that. Like, was it because I'm different, or is it because like they always see me hanging out with Devin a lot?
I think
Like,
I
I,
think I
like
I think I can add to that because no one really knows, but from what I've heard, that the reason why people like to be negative and pick on other people is because their own lives are not good and they just hate their life for some reason, regardless of what that reason is. They just want to see people miserable.
yeah. In other words,
So they
they want
find
to see people go down, like an innocent person go down or something. I don't know why.
it. Yeah, exactly. You could be the most kind-hearted person on the face of the planet.
You could.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so they're just not raised to like be respectful at all either.
True.
Some people
True.
just yeah. Even
I've
if
had
someone
a
is different, like
yeah.
I'm thankful that I grew up. Like I have a brother with autism, and
Oh, you do?
so I do, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So just to it, you know, just to see other people, who have disabilities, who have autism, it makes me have an understanding, and it's like, okay, this is like I can do this. That's fine, and those people are really cool, and it's just yeah,
Just in other words, you can vibe with them.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and it's yeah, they're people too. It's just
Yeah.
you
I
know.
mean, they're humans just like we are. So
Yeah,
should I,
exactly.
like, why should I get on them for bringing me down? Like,
Mm.
they're humans just like we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Oh, and speaking on that, um, Diana, one of the acting teachers, really, she knows to talk about people with disabilities and not being represented in film. I'm sorry, not never, but preaching. What's the word I'm trying to say? I guess. Someone help me out here.
So your teacher's talking about not not having enough representation
Yeah, not having enough representation.
of like people with disabilities or people with autism. Like
Um, well, no, well, yeah, people with autism and with disability. In
yeah,
fact, autism is a part of disability. So
Yeah. Some movies are really offensive and they try to do it right, but they don't, and they just make
yeah,
it
no.
stupid. But
There was recently a movie out, Zachary Levi called Unbreakable Boy.
oh, I heard bad things about that.
Yes, yes. The movie that I was working at, because the movie that I work at, we were showing it, and no one showed up for that.
Mm,
Nobody.
I heard
Maybe
did,
a few people.
didn't Sia make a movie about autism or something?
He did.
Ugh.
I did not see that either.
I watched a video on it and I don't ever want to watch that. But
Yeah.
they just don't treat it. They don't do their research or anything.
Yeah, they really don't. And all the Predator 2017, where you have this kid, there was a kid that had autism, and apparently that's a superpower for some reason.
Hmm.
That's all I remember from that movie.
You know,
I'm like,
interesting.
wow, autism is not a superpower.
Yeah.
I have autism. I do not have superpowers at all.
I think my favorite character in fiction with autism is probably Abed from Community, if you know who I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude, because I haven't seen Community. I'm not hip like that.
Community's a very good show. I recommend it.
All right.
But Abed's really cool.
Yeah. I like to mess around with you, David, but seriously, I never
No, you're
watched
fine.
Community. But after hearing good things about it, I'm like, I might check out one of these days.
If you got Peacock, it's on Peacock.
Ugh. God, I hate that name. Makes me think of something else.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah.
What were we
Moving
talking
on.
about?
Makes me think of that
yeah.
song.
Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about people with disabilities that
that's
get represented.
That, but like it was before that. It was
It was something Davaughn, something.
something Davaughn. I think it was performing arts stuff.
Yeah, performing arts.
Yeah, before he got off the rail with
Yeah.
Yeah, before he got off the rail with that Katy Perry song or something. Because he does have a song called Peacock. I don't know why, but it's weird.
There's a song called Peacock.
Yes.
There's a streaming service called Peacock, and there's a song called Oh God.
Yes, it's by Katy. Yes, it's by Katy Perry.
Damn. Oh my God.
How about I just
I feel uncomfortable.
well, just so performing arts has changed your lives for the better, basically.
Yep.
Well, that's good. That's very good.
And I would never want to leave.
Yeah.
Same here. Performing arts changed my life as well.
That's great, man.
I mean, I've only been there for 9 months, as I said, but over the span of those months, I've just found in love with them.
Mm-hmm.
I found in love with the program, found in love with the studio, found in love with the staff that and the clients over there were all big. Well, one big help from me.
Yeah, a lot can happen in just 2 months, at least. So yeah,
and not can happen in even in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Better than 9. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we did talk about performing arts. So that involves like acting and all that stuff. Have you ever done like auditions or anything like that?
Yes, I have.
Okay, all right.
Yes, I have. I have actually done my first one back in 2017, I believe.
What for? Are you allowed to say what for?
Well, actually,
you don't have to. It's okay.
Actually, I don't even know what they were for though.
Okay.
But now, I've actually booked one for. Well, this was recent. Like this was like a couple like years ago. I've actually booked one for a Facebook commercial.
Oh,
And it
From
was
a couple of years ago.
yes, I think
Oh, okay.
yes, it was just about me reacting to people playing basketball. For some,
oh,
so I'm not really much of a sports person,
yeah.
but it was really fun to do. I was just reacting to people, shooting baskets and stuff like that. And
Wow.
then I've actually done another one for a short film that I was in. Me and Matthew Selden. It was me, Matt Selden, Nick Bro, Caleb Hansen, and Julian. And Isaac Jones. Yeah, that we were in. It was the short film is called Share For Me. We was in Pasadena when we did this, which where Joe CB used to live. We was there in Pasadena when we did that. Um, I think I only had like a couple lines in it, I guess. But I was actually shown towards the end when they pretty much had the TV work and everybody started cheering, and then my line was finally it's on, bro. And then which was really funny to say. Um, and then I was like, well, because like the actor looked at me, he was like, really? I was like, well, and then so it was really fun. Um, my parents was there when we did this. Um, Steve was there when we did it. It was really amazing. And then we did an interview after that, but that hasn't been shown yet, I guess. So it was really nice. It
Hope
was
we get to see it one of these days.
Yeah.
we've actually showed it like we've actually we've actually showed it before you came. So
I was gonna say you guys are holding out on me. What the hell? It's like we'll show this on the day that Tyran is not down.
yeah, this was like before you showed up. I think it was like
Ah,
2023, I assume. No, it was 2024. I assume that. Yeah.
oh, it
But
was probably a couple months before I even came.
it was probably a couple months before you came. Um, and then everybody was asking me how I did, and not only that, I actually was in another short film. It was called My Dear Son John, and it was me, Joe CB, Igor, and Zuli Johnson. She was a former client. Now she's moved on, I guess. Um, that one we was in Riverside when we did this, and I didn't have any lines. I think the only thing I did was saw a piece of paper like that. I assumed I had money in it. I assume, and then what I did was I just got up, walked over there, grabbed it, and just head out, and that was it.
Oh, that's very interesting. Oh, did you also, just recently, did you also do an interview or had a casting thing going on with Rocky as well?
Hey, what?
I think one Wednesday I was there, and Steve said that you and Rocky were going to you guys were doing an interview for something.
Oh,
I could be mistaken.
wait. Like, was it not like an audition for something? Like,
Yeah. It was like an audition because I remember I came in late, and then well, I don't know if it was Nisha or Damien that showed up that day, but that one of them, was saying that half the people were in the acting studio having like interviews or having auditions, and then the other
oh,
half was doing class.
yeah,
I didn't see you during class, so.
yeah, I think what you're talking about wasn't an interview. It was just an audition because me and Raquel both had to be the roles of of crowd, I guess. And I think that was pretty much, it was actually fun. Um, like I said, I had lots of fun with it, and it was it was really fun. I only had two lines, like usual, and then I cheered at the end. So to me, that was really fun, and it kind of takes a while for you to get a call back when these things happen. So like you might be disappointed if you don't get a call back, but even so, you just keep going to the next one and just see what happens. Because you never know what could happen.
You never know.
Yeah, I came out of nowhere. Shout out to Francisco.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to you, Francisco.
yeah. I was going that direction. I had to go there.
Oh, do you know what else? Do you know the other direction I'm going in right now?
What?
Mark Wells. Oh my goodness, Mark Wells. He's a very interesting guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really pretty much like the next John Tucker because he's trying to be the life of the party too. And I think the only thing I don't understand is when he starts singing, he just goes, "Come on, everybody, clap your hands." I don't get that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
why
I
he
got that vibe from him.
I don't get why he does that. I'm
I
like,
guess
dude. I'm like, dude,
I
you're
don't know.
not. I'm like, dude, excuse me. I'm like, dude, you're not at a stadium right now. What are you doing? Like, why are you saying, "Come on,
Yeah.
everybody, clap your hands"? This is not a stadium.
Clap your hands for what?
Exactly. Like,
No disrespect.
I mean, but he's another person I get along with very,
Yeah.
sort of, but
Soda.
Well, we don't want to spread negativity there.
No.
Well, so we have one more question. Well, I have one more question here
okay.
on the list. So, talking about like all your hobbies and performing arts and everything about you, what would you say your goals are because of those things?
My
Your
my
goals.
goals.
What are your goals?
Well, first of all, my goals is to my goals is to keep just being me, just keep
Sure.
going on auditions and stuff, and hopefully one of these days have a roommate who I can watch movies with. Because the reason why I bring that up is because it's just me, my mom, and dad here. Um, I don't know why, but Devin moved on because he used to live with me here. But he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and be with my lady. So Davaughn, you're gonna go ahead and be with your parents. I'm like, okay, that sucks. Because me and Devin we used to do everything together. We go to the movies and we go bowling and we watch movies and um but if he wanted to do that, that's him. It's his life. Who am I to control it and something? I can't control
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So other than that, if he's happy, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
I just want to continue to spread positivity
Yeah.
and just,
Yeah. And you do just that at Performing Arts. And
yeah.
and you even did that on the podcast, Movies and Beyond.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was very fun to do. It was wonderful hearing all about you and what you do. I knew you before, but I didn't know you as well as I do now. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to get to know you better there. And Ty. Like,
Oh yeah,
more than I do now. I know there's some new
more
things
than
I don't know.
yeah, and you too, David. Like there's
Yeah,
some things about you that I know that I didn't know before. I'm like, oh,
I didn't know I never brought
Sensei.
that up.
yeah. And
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so. Yeah, and
and
thank
you
and
never did.
yeah, and David, thank you so much for having me on. It's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
pretty much it's been an honor.
No, the honor's
Aw.
mine. Yeah. Thank you, Ty, for being here too. It was fun to have
Oh,
you.
no problem.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Well, yeah. Thanks for watching this interview, whoever does, and
Oh yeah.
you, yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, I guess. Let's. Does anyone have an outro? Davaughn, you do your thing. Do
Yeah,
the.
I got. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, I
Yeah.
got.
yeah.
Okay, do
I
your
think,
thing, man.
I think Tyran already knows. But
Action.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
you know it.
All right.
All right, just let me know when you're ready, David.
Oh, action.
I'm sorry, folks. That's our show for you tonight. Catch y'all later.
That was great.
I won't add that sound effect, but
That was awesome.
Good. All right, for real though. Bye.